What's up, y'all? I'm making a new series called Storytime with ODR, which is basically what it sounds like. It's story time, about me. It's not like, it's like real stories about me, it's happened in my life recently, Yeah, I think y'all get it. So Storytime with ODR is basically like what's been happening recently, just crazy stuff that's happened. And I got a crazy one for y'all. So, this is episode 1 out of many of Storytime with ODR. Not sure how long I'm going to do this for, but try to do it as long as possible. As you can see, I'm holding the phone right now because I don't have anything to set it on, so, yeah. But anyway, so, June 19th, right? There was, so, I live in the capital. I live near the capital city of New York, Albany. Please do not come to my house. I'm not going to tell you where, but close to Albany. So yeah, I go there a lot, I love Albany. It's my home city, yeah. Because I'm biased. But anyway, there's this Alive at 5 thing going on in Albany. If you live near Albany but don't know about Alive at 5 and you love music, you should definitely check it out. It's really cool. It has different types of nights, like genres, like, I don't know, I think they have classic rock night. Or, I don't know, I think they had a reggae night. I don't remember. They had an emo night. They were mentioning the one now. So, if it wasn't obvious enough, I went to the one that was the hip-hop night. And the hip-hop night had LUPE Fiasco. So, yeah. It was cool. Yeah. For all, it was pretty cool. It had also pre-acts with Rakim Ali, not to be confused with Rakim, the legendary MC. This is a different Rakim. Rakim Ali is from Albany. Haven't really heard of him. But he was cool. And there was also a DJ after that, DJ TGIF. I think he's also from 518, And there's also, obviously, LUPE Fiasco. Which, yeah. So basically, I had this crazy idea to make a sign about them giving me rap advice. So I made a sign that says, it's double-sided, actually. I don't have it now, so I can't show you, but first side was for Rakim Ali, which tell LUPE Fiasco I need rapping advice, please. And the other one was basically the same thing, except for LUPE Fiasco, which is LUPE, I need rap advice, please. So I think that's what I said. I don't know. We'll get on to the sign later. But when I went to the concert, obviously Rakim Ali was the first one performing, like I said. He did good. He did really good. It was like, he said it was his first big concert, and I was holding up a sign. I was holding up the sign. Well, I kept holding up the sign, and yeah, luckily, everyone was cool with it. Yeah, everyone was cool with it, actually. I was surprised. I thought they would tell me that they can't see, but they were very supportive. I'll get back onto that later. But Rakim Ali saw the sign. I saw him laughing a little bit, like a chuckle or something. I don't know. I saw him doing it. And then he was like, hold up. I see a sign. And then he read it. And then, yeah, he said his advice was like being patient, I think, something like that. I don't really remember what it was, but I think it was something about being patient. Yeah. Shout out to Rakim Ali for that. Cool dude. And also, after that, there was DJ TGIF. Nothing really major happened, but whenever I got this idea that whenever a camera came around, I showed this sign up. You know, DJ TGIF isn't really a rapper. He's a DJ, obviously. But yeah, I held up the sign whenever a camera came up to me. Because I am the opposite of an introvert, which is like an extrovert or something. Yeah. So, yeah. Nothing really major there. Though we did play some good songs. Yeah. And then there's a part that we were all waiting for. LUPE FIASCO. He wasn't really reading the sign that much, and I was starting to get impatient. He didn't really notice it. I think there's another sign too, which I didn't really expect. I thought it'd be the only one or something. He read that sign. He didn't read mine yet, but yeah. And then there were some people who were helping me out. And then Lupe read the sign. This is where it gets exciting. And I'm not sure if he could read it or not. I don't know. But then he asked me to come on stage with him. So they helped me get on stage and stuff. I have videos of it, but anyway, and then they let me up there, let me come up with my boy Lupe. Yeah, I didn't, and he asked me to freestyle. And spoiler alert, I did not know how to freestyle. I did not. I mean, I know how to write bars down, you know? Like, obviously I can write them down, but, like, I could not freestyle yet. So, yeah, if you can help me freestyle or anything, or you could check out my rap videos, because kind criticism, you can always tell me kind criticism, you know? I don't want to be perfect all the time, you know? Because if I was perfect, well, yeah. This is more about Lupe, so let's get back to that. He put on some, he was like, the first time, he was like, yo, put on some, Rough Riders type beat, because this guy looks hard. Yeah, it was. And I was just standing there, very nervous. I've never been on stage before, other than, I don't know, other than school reasons. Talent shows or something. I've never been on an actual stage with an actual rapper. And yeah. So he was like, I'm Lupe. He was like, he is Lupe Fiasco 1, and I was Lupe Fiasco 2. Oh, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, the only song I fully listened to is Kick Push, or the one Lupe Fiasco song I listened to. But he did do good throughout the concert. Yeah. They all did good. But anyway, the DJ played the Ether instrumental or something. I did recognize that. Big Nas fan. But anyway, yeah. He was just rapping, you know. He was rapping, he spit 8 bars, I think. And then I was up there just trying to think of a rhyme, bruh. And I feel bad. Everyone was cheering for me. And he kept rhyming, you know. And then I spit 1 bar. I was like, I'm on stage with Lupe Fiasco. And everyone started cheering, bro. I feel like that was crazy. Like, and I could not come up with a rhyme with fiasco. And then Lupe was like, Tabasco. And I didn't know what Tabasco meant until recently after the concert. It's a type of hot sauce, if you didn't know that. So basically, I did. So now I can think of a rhyme. I'm up on stage with Lupe Fiasco. So I'm about to keep my bars hot like Tabasco. Or that's what I could have said, but I didn't know what Tabasco meant. So that was on my head right now. I'm getting better at it, but yeah. And then I got off stage, kind of embarrassing myself, but everyone still loved me. So yeah. Yeah, and they were like, and then there was some guy who hosts like a hip hop channel local to Albany, I believe. 96.3. It's in Albany, you know. He got my email and stuff. Which, by the way, for working purposes, you can always contact. I don't really care. But yeah. So he's about to send me a B, and then I gotta write over it. But yeah. Hey. He hasn't sent me the beat yet. But yeah, it takes progress. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Though I do get impatient easily, so if you're watching this and you're that guy who's making the beat, just you want to kind of get impatient. But that's kind of me. That's nothing to do with you. But anyway. Yeah, and I was tired out after that. So I just sat back down. But I just sat back down with my grandpa, who was there with me. So yeah. And everyone was coming up to me like... Everyone was to me like I did a good job. Which, I mean, I kind of did. So then, I did a good job. Because I know most people probably wouldn't even go on stage. And if you would, and you would spit some bars, good for you. You're officially better than me for now. But anyway. So yeah, that was basically... Then we went home. I sent those to my mom, bruh. She thought it was crazy. Yeah. Everyone was very supportive, so... If you were at that concert and you saw me, please... Yeah. So when that video comes out, I'll probably link it in the description. If a video comes out of it. I don't know how often it is you get up on stage on there. So yeah. But yeah, like, and I'm gonna work out in some bars eventually, so I'm gonna release some more raps. And I'm probably not gonna release any of those meme rap stuff anymore. Or maybe I will if I feel stupid, but yeah. So yeah, that was it. It was a very long video. But if you came here, if you're still here, hit the like button, hit the sub, you know. If you haven't already, turn on notifications, you know. Because there's going to be some big stuff coming up soon. Trust me. All right, well, peace out.